first question we have to ask our sponsors is the reason why they want to sponsor our event and what are the goals they want to achieve?
I think twofold. The first probably primary objective from the company's perspective is to get some greater exposure for Strumezzo Group within the industry. And secondly, I think it's probably almost equally as important that we network with some of the attendees at the conference, and that helps us in terms of our ongoing business development. So that's the second thing. And I think thirdly, as well, just to generally mingle in the industry and get some feedback from the attendees as to what their own expectations are of the conference and what's happening in the market, which is always important. It's always important to take those soundings from people who are attending these kind of events.
How do you work with the event organizer?
Well, beforehand we have preparations. I mean, obviously you guys are contacting our marketing teams to see whether there's an appetite for sponsoring the event. And really once we've made that decision, then we're having regular meetings with yourselves really to discuss the format of the event, the kind of messages we want to get across in the event, the contacts that we're looking to have during the event, and also anything that we're looking for more longer term from those contacts.
I went to several events and the issue what I found out, presentation delivered by sponsors are purely sales orientated. So how do you use the 10 minutes presentation?
I think the answer to the question is that there's a happy medium. Obviously it's important that we get exposure for the company, and that's one of the reasons why we're at the event, so unashamedly I mentioned that. But I think it's also important to demonstrate that the company has credibility within the industry. You know, these events only go well if the participants fully embrace the values and the expectations of the day.
Now I'd like to introduce our panelists. Mark Linder, Global Client Leader for WPP. Glenn Hover, Head of Content Marketing for O2 UK. Pierre Noiza, Group Strategic Marketing Manager for Orange Group France. And Thomas Cohen, Planning Director for Publicist Dialogue. Thank you very much.
Actually, after the event, it's a common situation that the sponsorship ends, and also the dialogue between sponsor and event organizer. So that is what we don't want to.
Absolutely not. I think on this occasion, you know, we've got some long-term irons in the fire with you people, and you know, we're constantly looking round for opportunities to expose ourselves in the industry and to get maximum value from the budgets that we have within the market.
Your day at the event, and was it a worthwhile experience?
Well, I think the first thing to say, it was an eventful day, and I think a very successful event, not just for Wireless World Forum but also for Strumezzo as well. We had a presentation during the day, and as you rightly point out, we sponsored the event. So from our perspective, we achieved all of our objectives in terms of the messages we wanted to get across to the participants, and also in terms of some of the networking contacts that we were looking to receive and advocate during that particular event. So from our perspective, we kind of think it was a very successful one.
Also at the event, did you meet and talk to the people you planned to talk to?
So I think this was one of the important things that we got from the event. When we'd spoken previously, I think we targeted a number of key individuals in the media industry who we would have liked to have had conversations with, and pleased to say we were introduced to those individuals. We had good conversations with them, and as a result of those conversations, we're already setting meetings up through October and November to follow up, so we're very pleased with that.
Okay. So at the event we talked about how important it is to gain the trust and to build up relationships. And you obviously started with the people you met at the event, and also I can say for ourselves, we're gonna meet again and talk about the next steps. Thank you very much.